My wrist. Alrighty, what up, y'all? So, let's talk about some bike life stuff. I've been just thinking of random shit when I'm at the gas station filling up because what shit has to do when I'm filling up is to think. And I got a big old brain, so that's what I do. Anyway, let's talk about what your favorite mod is. I might get philosophical on y'all, but just wait, just wait. The story's gonna make sense. So, I've got custom exhaust that I installed myself. I have a Kawasaki pipes, headers, and I got my Vance & Hines cans, or mufflers if you will, and then I even made my own baffles way back when I did a video on YouTube. You can look that up. I might link it in the video, might not, don't know. Let's see what else do I got. I got my grips. I got these 717 Pro grips. They need to be replaced, but I do like them because they real squishy. Make my hands feel good. I got these flip-up levers, right? My levers flip up. I got all the various camera mounts. Shit, what else I got? I got my little cruise control joint I just installed the other day. It's real cool. And I just wanted to know, what is your favorite motorcycle mod that you've done to your bike? Because I've done some crazy stuff to my bike, to me, but some people might be like, bro, that's lame. You ain't even did nothing. I got some sweet decals. I'm gonna go. See, look at the stuff down there. You see them? Yeah. So, with all of these physical things, it got me thinking, because that's what I do. My favorite bike mod is me. Because look at that right there. I know how to use my bike, and that's why. Because I used to suck. I was an ass rider. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, right? When I first started, I started on a 2006 06 Ninja 650R, old school bubble face, and I dropped that bike 7, 12, quite a few times, right? I was poorly skilled. Didn't have the necessary skills to manage and maneuver that bike as I should have. I should have started on something smaller. It wasn't the bike, it was me, right? And I just learned over the years that the most things that I changed didn't make me a better rider. I made myself a better rider by attending courses, practicing, doing slow speed stuff, doing high speed stuff. I used to practice wheelies a lot. I got good at them until I bust my ass, but I'll get to that a little bit later. But my first bike, I dropped that shit trying to park. I dropped it pulling up to my house. Did a circle, tried to come around, tried to look cool, rolled up on the sidewalk, rolled down into my fell right the fuck over. Mirror popped off. I was like, God damn. I was trying to get home one day from work. I was turning the corner. I was looking at the berm, the little middle piece of the road. I was like, don't hit that. Rolled straight into it, flipped over my bike. I took that same bike. We was out on a road trip. My dudes was in Wisconsin. They were much better riders than me, and probably still better riders than me now. But they took a curve. Right now, I would look at that curve like it was preschool, elementary at best. And I'd be like, yeah, I got that shit. Back then, I looked at that curve, I tried to turn, my head said turn, my eyes said turn, my body said turn, but none of this shit did it, and I went straight to some tall grass, flipped over the front of my bike, barrel rolled, popped up, landed on my feet like it was freaking Willy Wonka. No bullshit. My dudes was looking at me like, what the hell? My bike stood up in the grass for a minute, then it tipped over. They helped me get my bike out of the grass. I was pulling grass, weeds out of my fairings. And yes, of course, I did finish the ride very quietly and very calmly. And we just ended up going to our pizza restaurant, and I was cool. I dropped that same bike well before that in gravel. Gravel was my worst enemy. I pulled up to a stop sign, went to go take off, back tire said zing, I fell over. Done. Cracked my fairings. I was pissed. I was like, God damn it, what is going on? I suck. Took out my skills up, started practicing. I didn't let it beat me. I got back on my bike, started riding again. And, I just did the thing. Then I upgraded to a 2013 Ninja 650. Never dropped that bike. Not one time. I was doing wheelies on it. I was doing wheelies on my 650, my old 650 as well. I had them both at the same time. I had an 06 and a 13 simultaneously. And I was like, yo, this is awesome. I'm a much better rider than I used to be. And then a few years later, I upgraded to this puppy, the first one. Because I got so good at wheelies on my 13 650, I was like, I shan't pass up the opportunity to do them on my Ninja 1000 2017 that I got in April when they first came out in the States. And then I wrecked on Mother's Day of 2017, and then I got another one right before I deployed in June of 2017. And I was like, damn it. This bike I had never dropped until recently, but I was practicing slow speed stuff because, again, I was trying to upgrade my most important mod, which is myself. And I know I started this video off like, oh, you should talk about your stuff. Still talk about your stuff. You could be a badass rider already. You could be like, yo, I don't even need to upgrade. My greatest mod is my clutch or my quick shifter or my whatever you put on your bike. But to me, all of this shit that makes my bike look cool, sound cool. Oh, my LEDs. Can't forget my LEDs because she be glowing. I put that on my... I mean, I do that on Instagram a lot when I post pictures and TikTok, whatever. I just feel like she be glowing. But it's cosmetic. It's physical. I can see it. Great. The bike can do all this shit with me sitting off of it, sitting on it, you know, in the garage. They don't make me, the bike, perform better. Like this bike, I still believe, is a much more powerful bike and a much more capable bike than I am a rider for it. However, I'm much more confident on this bike. I'll be whipping this boy around, girl. Better than I did 5-6 years ago. Better than I did last year. And I hope to be doing it better than I did this year, next year. So again, you don't have to be like me, but let me know what your favorite mod is. I'm out.